Members in Tampa gathered for a vigil in solidarity with the people of Aleppo in war-torn Syria. And tonight, they met in front of the immigration statue in Ybor's Centennial Park. And they say they're calling for government aid for Syrians and praying for their safety.
Crystal Clark was at the vigil tonight. Crystal, some people here in our area have close ties to what's happening there, right?
Yeah, that's right, Mark. From Syrian immigrants to those with friends who have ties to the country, supporters of Aleppo say they feel helpless knowing there are so many civilians who can't get out of the war zone. They say tonight they had to do something, even if it's just using their voices to speak out against the violence.
Watching other kids on TV lose their parents.
Kids as young as Farhana Rahman's 5-year-old son.
It's very heartbreaking.
She says her son is no different than 5-year-old Amran Daknish, who brought tears to her eyes back in August, seeing the little boy sitting dazed and bloodied after being pulled from the rubble of an airstrike in Aleppo.
I can't even imagine the kind of trauma those kids are going through.
Her concern is what led her to an emergency vigil for Aleppo Thursday night in Ybor City's Centennial Park. Tampa supporters lit candles and prayed for the thousands of Syrian civilians still trapped in the war-torn city.
I have a lot of friends that are from Syria and that, their families are just like really stuck in Aleppo. They're stuck in Syria and they're really having to suffer through the crisis.
Hassan Shibli, who was born in Syria, says despite news of a ceasefire deal that includes mass evacuations, more needs to be done to get people to safety now.
Every day, they can't even go by their windows because they're afraid a government bullet may strike them. If we are against terrorism, then we must stand with the Syrian people who are the biggest victims of terrorism.
More than 100,000 Syrians could soon be evacuated from the country after years of running, hiding, and fearing for their lives. Supporters say they plan to continue using their voices to call for change until those victims reach a safe haven.
We want those people there to know that we will follow this through. We see them, we're watching them, we've been watching for the last 6 years. We just want to act as support and to amplify their voices.
Those evacuations began for about 3,000 civilians in eastern Aleppo today. Evacuations are expected to continue through the night and into Friday, according to Syrian state TV.